So what's the deal with the Saatva Classic? Does it really live up to all the hype? Should you consider getting it for your next bed? We're going to be talking about that and a lot more in today's video. Hey guys, I'm JD with CNET. Hopefully you're doing well. And like the title implies, we're going to be going over the 5 major things and maybe a little bit more that you should know about the Saatva Classic Mattress. Keep in mind that Saatva as a brand sent us this bed for completely free to review, but if you get something out of today's review and you enjoy it, like this video and subscribe to our channel for a lot more. The first thing you got to know about the Saatva Classic is that this is a bed that's backed by really consumer-friendly policies. Rather than showing up at your door with completely free bed-in-a-box shipping, this bed ships to you with complimentary white glove delivery. So that means a local delivery service is going to bring this bed to your home full size and set it up for you, and in a lot of cases they'll even remove your old bed for no additional cost. This is one of the main reasons why I purchased this bed for my dad. He lives in a really remote location and he was in dire need of a new bed, so they sent a delivery team all the way out to his house. They took away his old bed for completely free and set up his new Saatva Classic. He's been sleeping like a baby ever since. Once the bed is set up and in your possession, you get 365 nights to try it out before you're officially stuck with it. So that's a full year to really test it and see if it's going to be right for you or not. If in the case it's not, you can return it, but Saatva will charge you a small transportation fee. It's not going to be entirely free returns just because they do incur a little bit more cost shipping this mattress to you with that white glove delivery. If you sleep on this mattress and you ultimately decide to keep it, that's great because it's backed by a lifetime warranty. And we'll try to link some more specific details regarding Saatva's policy information down below in the description box if you want to learn more. The second thing that you got to know about the Saatva Classic is its overall design and construction. This is a really luxurious looking hybrid bed with a lot to offer, and it's actually available in 2 separate height profiles. You've got an 11.5 and a 14.5 version to consider. We've tested out both over here, but we'd probably recommend you get the smaller version because that thick version is going to need some extra deep pocket sheets to fit around it, so it's a little bit more convenient if you go the thinner route. But either way you go here, the bed's construction is going to be the same. It starts off with a layer of inner springs on the bottom. Then you have a layer of pocketed coils above those inner springs to provide the bed with some additional support and increase its overall motion isolation capabilities. Above those 2 layers of coils, you've got a center third layer of memory foam to provide the bed with a lumbar support feature. And then on top for comfort, the bed has a Euro pillow top that's rounded out with an organic cotton cover. This entire construction gives the Saatva Classic a really luxurious look and a traditional inner spring or pillow top feel. So simply put, this bed is going to feel like a more traditional style of bed, similar to something that you may have grown up sleeping on. It's nice and responsive with plenty of cushion on top, with lots of support on the bottom from those 2 layers of coils. There's no overwhelming sink-in memory foam quality, even though it does feature some memory foam. It just feels like a neutral, accommodating hybrid mattress. And that's another reason why I got it for my dad. A lot of older folks are accustomed to sleeping on this type of bed with this type of feel. So if you know that you want a really accommodating, kind of springier bed, this is definitely worth looking into. This bed is also available in a variety of firmness levels. You've got a plush soft, a luxury firm, and a firm model to consider here. We recommend checking out the luxury firm as it's right around a medium firm on our scale, so it should work fine for all sleep styles, but it's probably going to be best for back and stomach sleepers who crave a little bit more nightly support rather than pressure relief from their bed. Firmness is ultimately a really subjective thing that usually depends on how much you weigh. Since heavier people sink into beds more, they find them to be slightly softer than the average size person, and then more petite people lay on top of mattresses more than the average Joe, and they find them to be a little bit firmer. So if you want something much softer for side sleepers, obviously look into that plush soft rendition, and then if you want an almost board-like level of firmness from your Saatva Classic, check out the firm. Our buddy Matt sleeps on that one, and he is a die-hard back and stomach sleeper. When it comes to objective firmness, we now have a machine over at CNET that can test that specifically. It's called the Mattress Smasher 9000, and it ranked the Saatva Classic out of 10 at a 5.25. So that's a little bit firmer than a proper medium and a little softer than what we initially perceived the bed to be at. Even though it clocked the bed to be slightly softer than what we thought, it's nice to know that the bed is around a medium, give or take. Now let's talk about some stuff that couples should know about the Saatva Classic. And right up top here, I want to mention that we have a couple on our team, Allie and Dylan, and they took the Saatva Classic home and tested it for 30 nights. So if you want an in-depth analysis on how this bed fares for couples, that video has a lot to offer, and we'll link it down below in the description box if you want to check it out. But, in short, this bed has really really good edge support, considering that it has 2 layers of coils on the bottom, and the inner springs on the bottom are encased in a foam border. It has little to no roll-off sensation, and if you sleep close to the edges at night, I think you're going to be placed firmly along the perimeter of this bed. In terms of motion isolation, we would say it's decent on the Saatva Classic. The pocketed coils above the inner springs definitely help to absorb a little bit of cross mattress motion, and the center third of memory foam doesn't hurt either. So I don't think you're going to have many issues with waking your partner up on this mattress if they're an especially light sleeper. In regards to temperature regulation, we would say this bed is pretty much neutral across the board. The organic cotton cover isn't necessarily going to actively cool you down, but it's not going to excessively warm up on you either. It should remain at a flat temperature neutral sweet spot for most couples out there. The fifth and final thing that you got to know about the Saatva Classic is its overall price point. It's not going to be the most affordable option, but considering the level of quality that's put into this one, I don't think it's half bad in terms of price. A queen size retails for just shy of the $2,100 mark, but after you apply a discount, which you should be able to find in the description box as well, I think you're going to be paying right around the $1,780 mark for one. Keep in mind that pricing for online beds fluctuates. It usually depends on the time of year you decide to buy one, so check down below in the description box. We usually like to keep our discounts up to date, and whatever is most current with the Saatva Classic should be linked down there for you. I'd definitely consider it if you're looking for a luxurious and supportive hybrid bed with more of a traditional mattress feel. It's available in a few different options when it comes to design and firmness level. Also, if you want a bed with some zone support features that's backed by some really consumer-friendly policies, I can't see really going wrong here either, especially if you don't mind spending up for a quality product. When it comes to how we score and rank beds over here at Seen at Home, this bed actually has one of our highest scores that we've ever given to a mattress, so that just goes to show you how nice it is. And that's pretty much going to sum it up for today's overview of the Saatva Classic. What do you guys think? Have you tried this bed out for yourself? Would you like to? Write us down below in the comments and let us know what you think. If you got something out of today's review, again, drop a like on it. Subscribe to Seen at Home for so much more. But that's going to do it for me. I'm JD, and like always, we'll see you in the next one.